Hello, everyone. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sorry about the mess. Um, it's very raw filming and footage here, being live and everything. So just bear with me here. Sorry I'm running a little late. But as we wait for people to hop on, I'm just going to be down here shuffling my tarot decks. Hello, Baucus Miracle. Before we get started, guys, I want to note, call out the elephant in the room. Yes, there's been a lot of turmoil and fear stirred up over this coronavirus. And I wanted to just briefly touch on the astrology and the energy, in the stars that has to do with this. So, number one, we are in Pisces season. The sun does not favor being in the sign of Pisces. That's not to say that Pisces people are bad. Pisces people are lovely people, but it's an unfavorable place for the sun. And it's an area of life that brings up secrets, our dark habits, our dark side, our dark reactions to things, secrets that have been kept from the collective, from society. It can deal with, on a personal level, how you have been self-sabotaging, getting in your own way, limiting yourself. So it can be a lot of dark things. It does also bring up a lot of lies, where there have been lies, where there have been misconceptions, and we move into Aries season. I'm just looking at my calendar here on the 19th, so that's only 3 days away. We're moving into Aries season. Okay, so Aries is a fire sign. We're moving into fire season, spring, the spring equinox. This is a power day and a turning point for the world, for the drama that has been going on. And there's going to be a lot of responsibility that is going to be asked, especially of the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, at this time. Fire signs aren't going to put up with a lot more drama. Fire signs are going to burn it away, and they are going to light the path, because they are the element of, burning and destruction, but also light, right? Fire is light. So, just want y'all to know that. Hello, Ken. Thanks for joining. Baucus. I promise, Baucus Miracle, I will get you a card first in just a second. The new moon, the Aries new moon, is going to be strongly kicking off this fire, progressive energy where we're going to see a lot more truth and a lot more direct answers when it comes to the world stage and all this drama with the coronavirus. You just gotta bear with the energy, guys. We also have the waning moon right now. When the moon is waning, it's losing light, losing energy, especially when we approach the dark moon or the new moon. It can be a lot more about uncertainty and lies and misconceptions being buried, or people trying to hide certain things, but that will change. You just got to bear with the energy. Oh, Baucus Miracle, you're in Aquarius? That's cool. Well, fire energy will be very complementary to you. It's very complementary to air signs. So that's good news. Air fuels fire. But that's not to say, of course, the earth signs and water signs are going to have a really hard time. It is just to say that the sun will be out of its detrimental sign, and we're going to be moving into, just better, more lit times. Oh, very cool, Ken. Well, your season is coming, isn't it? Alright, so I guess that's all I really want to say with the astrology on that for now. So, Baucus Miracle. I'm going to go ahead and start by drawing you a card from the tarot here. So I'm just going to kind of tune in. Feel free to take a couple deep breaths with me here. And I'm just drawing for spiritual guidance for everyone tonight. So personal spiritual guidance. All right, Baucus Miracle? What does the universe, your spirit guides, have to say specifically to you right now? What is it that you need to hear? Okay, we have a couple of jumpers that popped up. Oh, wow, both eights. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles for you. So, a lot of distraction I'm getting with this energy, Baucus Miracle. You know, collectively there's a lot of distraction going on because of the fear, because of the overreactions and, you know, all the stuff. All the stuff. So, some of that is definitely weighing on you, is the distraction of everything with your life. And there's definitely, I see you like trying to find your peace here, you know, with the Eight of Cups. And perhaps really what I'm getting here is you can find a lot of peace within work, or within working on a specific craft, skill, perhaps a craft or skill that you have left behind, Baucus Miracle, or that you've neglected because you were busy with other, you know, things going on with your daily life. Something about picking up perhaps a different sort of project, or, like I said, craft. You know, if you're an artist, or if you produce videos, you know, like YouTube here, anything sort of like that. You know, it could be an extracurricular activity, but that is almost looking like it's a peaceful and grounding way out for you right now. And that's going to help you in your focus, in your peace, and grounding right now in this, you know, stressful time. Let me give it one more look here. I am strongly getting the message here too of a couple of different messages about this miracle real quick before we wrap up. Distancing yourself from, first of all, distancing yourself from other people's interpretations and other people's anger or other people's heightened emotions. That's going to be beneficial for you right now. The other side to this as well, I'm getting, is it can actually be a time of infinite abundance, an infinite amount of proactive measures for you right now. Take advantage of the time. Again, especially with like work or that extracurricular activity that is going to help you, ground you, help you find your peace, all that stuff. It looks to be at this time. Maybe it's just because you have more time, or maybe it's simply just the right time, where it seems like that can look, it just looks full of infinite possibilities. So there you have it. Baucus Miracle. All right. Hello, Adriana K. Thank you for joining me. My cat is messing with my camera here, so I'm having to hold it. Felix, no. Stop it. No. All right. Ken, are you still with me? Send me a message, Ken, if you are still here. I hope that's a good wow, Baucus. Yes, Ariane K. Yes, this is a free reading. Now, just a reminder, if any of you want a deeper read or you want to do a specific subject with your life, you can always book a personal reading with me where we'll have more time, go more in depth, all that jazz. Visit me on my Etsy shop, or you can email me, message me on, Facebook. I have all the platforms. All right, Ken. All right, I'm going to draw you a card first. Ariane, oh dear, I hope I'm saying your name right. Ariane K. I will get to you right after I help Mr. Ken here. Or Mrs. Ken. Mr. Ken? Mrs. Ken? Alright, tune in with me here. Guidance and direction for Ken. Thank you for guidance, direction, and affirmation for Ken. I'm just letting the cards pop out, y'all. It's my favorite way to read. It seems to work the best for my intuitive powers. Woo! Okay. Hang on 1 second, Ken. We got a couple of jumpers. Okay. Everyone's getting a couple of cards, it looks like. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, which specifically showed up reversed here for you, and the Ace of Cups. So, there is a feeling, first of all, Ken, of leaving something behind right now. And I feel like with this card being in reverse, it is speaking most strongly of doing so or acting on that now. So leaving behind or walking away from something, whether it's a job or relationship, something of that nature, Mr. Ken. Oh, and thank you for clarifying. I see that. There's something strongly encouraging you to step away. You can see that from this image, if we put it upright here. They're rowing away. Something about what's going on for you personally in your life right now is wanting to distance you. The universe is like wanting to distance you or just simply move you from something. And I am getting specifically perhaps from some opportunity and work relationships. Oh, you've been applying for a new position, huh? New job. Okay, well, now could be the time because this Ace of Cups here, aces are all about new beginnings. This is the new beginning card, Ken. So pay attention because there is some sort of offer that is going to be extended to you with the Ace of Cups. And I'm feeling strongly in hearing here that it's saying it all starts with a connection. Okay, so whatever that specifically means for you, it all starts with a connection and keeping in touch, I'm feeling and hearing with this, keeping in touch with people. And I know we're getting some messages from the media and stuff right now saying, distance yourself, quarantine yourself in your house or whatever. But this is really saying, make sure to keep in touch with people and connections because that offer is going to come through for you. And you want to be paying attention. You want to be ready for it. But there is, with what's going on here, Ken, definitely encouragement saying to distance yourself. Now is the time to move. So I know that's kind of general. I've got to move ahead here. All right, so Adrienne K. Are you still with me? Send me a message if you are still here. I absolutely can. And remember, guys, if you do need something more in depth, just a counseling session, or you just are inquiring about more spiritual direction in life, you can always do an in-depth reading with me through my Etsy shop, okay? You can always email me for those details. All right, Adrian K, here we go. Take a deep breath or two with me. Okay, shuffling away here. Whoop. Okay. Yours just kind of plopped out, Adrian K. The Ten of Cups. So with the Ten of Cups, automatically I'm getting that there's a focus for you to pay attention to family affairs, family relationships, family, discussions. Everything surrounding the home and family life. There's emphasis for you there. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out another card for you. Now, it looks like with the Ten of Cups, it is about togetherness. It's very positive in that way, about togetherness and getting fulfillment from the close relationships around you. But before I speak more to that, let's see what else shows up for you. Whoop! Eight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so, oh, my cat is playing with the camera again. Okay. Eight of Wands. There's some things, especially if you have been lacking communication and lacking some clarity within your family and intimate relationships. That is going to become clear, and it's going to become clear quickly right now. There's some sort of fast turnaround going on with your family. And you're being encouraged, empowered right now too, to take the initiative and bring up some of the heavy topics, bring up some of the emotional subjects, because now's a good time. And, a lot of the times you'll hear counselors or tarot readers advising, take your time, but that's not the advice for you here. Advice is now. There's a hastening here. There's a message of you are okay, and it is perfectly fine for you to make a quick move, or make a quick gesture, I should say. Don't hold back if there's something that needs to be said or something that needs to be done. Just act, just act. You have permission to be a little bit impulsive, especially when it comes to those intimate relationships. All right, so there you have it, Adrian K. Moving ahead here. All right, now, if you are here, is it Amaris Cunningham? Amaris Cunningham, are you still with me? Send me a message if you are still with me. And I will get you a psychic message here from the tarot. All right. Well, Amaris Cunningham, give me 1 second here. Gotta stay hydrated, right? All right. Deep breath, Cunningham. guys, just a reminder, this is just some general spiritual guidance and affirmation for you. What spirit, what the universe wants to impress upon you right now. So for Cunningham, thank you for a card for Cunningham. Whoop. All right, there yours goes flying out. 9 of Pentacles, Cunningham. So I'm getting right off the bat that there needs to be a little bit of grounding work, or just simply giving yourself a little bit of healing attention to your solar plexus. So that's the area, if you don't know, it's the area that's right above your belly button, like stomach area. Has to do with willpower and aggression, sometimes shame that we might be holding. There's some attention, healing light that wants to come through there. Not typical message for 9 of Pentacles, but that's what's coming through. Now, also, oh, very cool, Cunningham. Also with the 9 of Pentacles, this is about utilizing or taking some time, if you're not already, to just be with yourself. Some independent, all to yourself, quiet time. Going for a walk in the park by yourself in nature can be really beneficial. If you can get some sunlight, that is going to be really positive for you. I'm waiting for another card to pop out for you before I speak to it more. Hello, AP. I will be right with you as soon as I finish Cunningham's reading here. Ooh, okay, I feel like that one wants to come out. Knight of Swords popping out for clarity for you. So, I am feeling with this energy that there is definitely this need, and it makes sense now, Cunningham, with the solar plexus coming up. The solar plexus can send us into overdrive, overdoing, feeling overactive. You know, that's the center where we can get a lot of burnout from. It's, you know, the focus point. And so Knight of Swords is uniquely cautioning you of burnout right now. And so just be careful you're not burning yourself out. But there's another message here with the Knight of Swords as well. And that is, if someone tries to tempt you or pull you away from your solitary, meditative, personal time, stand your ground. Stand your ground, you know, allow yourself more time. I feel like there could be someone who's coming in here and being a little pushy as well, and wanting to really perhaps demand time or demand something from you. So, you know, hold your space, and just allow yourself that moment, okay, that day or whatever, however long it takes to decompress and to draw attention to the solar plexus. Now, did you ask, let's see, I guess, let me bring up my, oh, I see. Crystals, I would personally recommend, that are my favorite for helping heal the solar plexus would be citrine and citrine and amber, sometimes ruby. I know ruby isn't always super accessible. I happen to have a raw ruby stone, so sometimes I use that one. But citrine and amber are definitely very useful ones. So there you have it. Remember, guys, if y'all want in-depth readings, you can always message me on my Etsy shop or send me an email. The information is here on my YouTube and also Facebook. So if you need further counseling or have more questions, okay? AP, send me a message if you are still here. You're so welcome, Cunningham. I'm glad. So send me a message if, oh, I see you, AP. There we go. All right, well, you're next here. All right, feel free, AP, to take a couple of deep breaths here. Tune in. Guidance and direction for AP right now. Direction and guidance for AP right now in this moment. AP, I'm feeling just intuitively, without any cards popping out yet, that springtime, especially the turning point of the equinox, so that's the 19th here, is going to be a very significant day for you. And simply, but powerfully lighting up your energy. There's an energy shift, especially with your mood. Which is going to be very just helpful and transformational with what you need right now from your life. So that's intuitive insight coming through. I don't know, what sign are you? Are you a fire sign or air sign? All right, you just had 2 cards pop out. Woo! Both major arcana. Yes, Michelle Ortez, I'll be right with you as soon as I'm done with AP's reading. Oh, I see. Cancer and Leo cusp, huh? Okay. Aries season is showing to be rather significant for you. So we have the Chariot, which happens to be heavily associated with Cancerian energy, but also Pisces. And then we have the Tower. So, very strong Uranian energy, by the way, with the Tower. There's a message here of needing to take a big risk, AP. Needing to take a big risk when it comes to expressing your sense of adventure, your sense of boundaries, and your sense of boundaries with yourself. If you've been lacking boundaries, if you're just simply needing to change and alter boundaries by moving spaces, by taking a risk in another area of life, or just with another person even here, that is going to very much help you right now. And it's going to be incredibly transformational with the Tower energy. But definitely, strongly, especially with the Chariot and Tower together here, it's just a message that is ringing of keep your sense of adventure alive and be open to sudden, quick change. Because there's something that is being broke down here that might be completely done away with in your life now. Oh, I see, AP, I just saw your message. I'm not saying necessarily anything about love specifically popping up in these cards, but I am, it could very well be a situation here with the Chariot and Tower where once you take a risk, especially when it comes to changing and altering, like I said, your boundaries, and also keeping your sense of adventure woke and your sense of direction, keeping open to that change. And when that change comes, because with the Tower here, Tower always brings change. So when it comes, try not to get wrapped up in the fear of the unknown or the fear of transformation and change. Try to look at it as an adventure, because there's a big turnaround and an elimination that has to happen, and a risk. Sorry about that, just was getting a phone call. And a risk that needs to be taken. And once that is made, I feel like it could definitely, AP, affect your love life. However, that's all that's coming through with this. Remember, guys, if you need a specific consultation or any more in-depth information, you can email me to book a time or go to my Etsy shop. Okay, I do personal readings there as well. I just don't have time to cover a whole lot of details with the live readings. Michelle Ortez, are you still with me? Just making sure you're still with me here. Perfect, I see you, Miss Michelle. Sagittarius, ooh, we got a bunch of fire signs joining tonight. I think you fire signs are ready for the spring equinox, huh? Spring is technically the season of the fire signs. And of course it's Aries season, which is a fire sign. So I think the world in general is ready for some fire energy, ready for the fire signs to light things up, especially with a lot of these dark water and deeply rooted subconscious things that we have seen surface through some world events. All right, Michelle, feel free to take a deep breath with me here, shuffling you out a card. Guidance and direction for Michelle Ortez. And I'm sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. Guidance and direction for Michelle. Thank you. Oop, I feel like that one really wants to pop out. I'm going to shuffle you out one more. Michelle, I can tell you the first message that is coming through here is a message of whatever it is that you have a strong desire to keep your focus on that. Whether it's that thing or creation or relationship, Keep your focus and attention there. Okay, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's get you one more card here. Whoop. All right. King of Cups. Okay, interesting, Michelle. Queen and King energy showing up together here. I almost feel like there could be... Oh, I see. Oh no. Well, there's a relationship showing up here, Michelle, with King of Cups and Queen of Swords together. And with this focus that I already brought up with you, you actually have the skill, the communication skill to be specific right now, to cut to the chase, to get to the point. There's something here about getting to the point with someone else, with this other person. And I mean, they could be a water sign or have strong water energy in their chart, I am getting. And I feel like whoever this other person is, though, they have um, very strong empathy. They have strong empathy. They have strong feelings. And so, they might have a little difficulty hearing some rational sort of thoughts and points from you. But I feel like you are actually being encouraged to say those things, to dish that out. So that's, quite interesting showing up there. Let me take a look at it for a second here. I am feeling with this energy too, Michelle, that there's an encouragement to just simply honor each other's differences as well. Where there maybe has been a lack or misunderstanding and differences, choosing to honor it, and maybe just simply by verbalizing it, saying, I see your point, or I honor your truth, I accept what you're saying, or your point of view. Something like that is going to have a significant sort of impact here. Now, like I said, this could be a dialogue just, within you, but it is coming strongly across as, a relationship, something going on with someone else. So there you have it. That's all that's coming through with that pairing. Now, if you are just now joining, send me a message if you would like me to draw you some guidance with the tarot here. And remember, guys, if you want an in-depth reading with me, or you want to look at a specific subject, you can email me or message me on my Etsy shop, because I am offering full-length readings. Hey, FC! Absolutely, Michelle. FC, I will get you a card here next. So, for everyone that is still on here, I do have more videos and entertainment videos. Also, crystal healing coming out. A lot of stuff about to surface on my YouTube. So definitely, if you're not already, subscribe and watch out for that, because I'm really excited about it. I'm upping my game with some of my productions, but I'm still going to be doing, the psychic tarot stuff here. All right, FC. Here we go. Guidance and direction for FC. Thank you for guidance and direction with FC. FC, right off the bat, I'm getting some intuitive visions of you, I'm assuming here, walking through some fields, and there's a bunch of hills, and it looks like you're walking through these hills and this grass field at sunset. And there's some laughter going on. So what I'm kind of getting with that image is like this exciting and unfamiliar but exciting sense of adventure. And it's funny, the first card that popped out for you so far is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the adventure card, if I ever did see. And with this Knight of Wands, I am seeing that if you've been feeling the strong urge or calling to go on a trip to travel, or to simply just get out of the house, I know traveling might be a little difficult right now with what's going on in the world with the corona, but even if it's just planning travel, you are being affirmed and encouraged here to travel or to simply move. And let's just see what else pops up for clarity before I speak more to that. Oh, that's funny, FC. Oh my goodness. Oop. All right. Last card just fell out for you, FC. Six of Cups. Okay. Right off the bat, I'm getting a message here of visiting, planning a trip, no matter how small or how big, planning a trip to visit with an old friend, an old relationship, old family member who you haven't seen in a while. Of that nature. Okay? That's coming across real strong here. But also, there's a simple message here for you too, FC, of just share the adventure. Share your sense of enthusiasm. Don't just keep it to yourself. Share that excitement that you have, that humor that you clearly have from your message here. You know, share. Bear with me 1 second here. Technical difficulties. Okay, sorry. Back with you, FC. Share what is exciting you right now, because there's someone else who wants to be a part of that excitement, or a part of your adventure, your journey, where you're at right now with your life. Okay? You see these people sharing in the Six of Cups. It's time for some updates. Time for some updates. But definitely, overall, a message of move on to the next best thing, FC. Don't let the chaos or fear deter you from the adventure that is exciting you, and whatever it is just giving you enthusiasm. Don't let it deter you. Absolutely, FC. All right, so if you are joining me, or if you've been here already, just send me a message. Let me know that you're here and would like a tarot psychic message. I think I'm going to be going for just a little bit longer here. We've been going for about 45 minutes, it looks like. Probably go for another 5 minutes here, y'all. So I'll probably have time to do 1 or 2 more readings. So guys, Aries season coming up in about 3 days is going to be a big turnaround for the world stage. We're going to see a lot more clarity and truth come through. The sun sometimes is a little blocked from truth and light when it's in the sign of Pisces, because it's different element, it's deep waters. You know, it's not the sun's natural state. And then, of course, after the new moon on the 24th, which will be in Aries, the moon will be waxing and growing again. Okay, so this will also be good for those of you who perhaps have seen a decline in work hours, or a decline with hiring, you know, jobs hiring, that kind of stuff. We're going to start to see things picking up around that time, and especially around that when the moon goes into Taurus on the 27th. So that's positive news. And then Mars goes into Aquarius on the 30th of the month. And so that is going to be something too. That's definitely going to be some truth-telling and some technological breakthroughs and technological communications, sharing new technologies even to society, you know, to the citizens of the world. I feel like that's something that can come up with this energy. So if you are joining me, if you are here and would like a tarot message, just send me a message, let me know. I'm only going to be going for about 5 more minutes. In the meantime, I'm just going to kind of catch my breath here and shuffle through my decks. I have one of my oracle decks. I love this one so much. It's the Sacred Traveler Oracle. And I haven't used it tonight at all. Haven't necessarily felt led to, but that's okay. And so for any of you watching here, just so you know, in the next like 2 days or less, I'm going to start having more videos come out finally again. Some that are motivational speaking, some that are simply comedic entertainment, and I'll still have some psychic tarot messages coming out. And I do plan on doing an advanced crystal healing video. That's something I feel very called to do, and I spend a lot of research on doing. All of the stuff I've been doing, I've been spending so much time on, weeks, you know, preparing and putting together. So I'm excited to share. And we see a lot of basic crystal healing and information out there. But I was like, let's go a little deeper. So that one will be probably coming out at the very end of this week. So that one, it's going to be a little longer, but definitely some new cool stuff coming. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. Stay updated. So if you are here and would like a card, once again, send me a quick message. Let me know, because I am about to wrap up. I'm about to sign off for the night. So if you would like an intuitive message, let me know. Must keep hydrated. I'm just gonna, while I'm waiting for someone else to pop on here, this is like the slowest at the end here I've ever seen. Usually at the end of my readings, people are trying to get in quickly. It's like a crowd. Everyone's watching the news, aren't they? But anyways, coming April, let's see what other significant astrological things to note there are. Well, of course, we have the full moon that is happening in the sign of Libra. So the full moon on the 7th, happening in the sign of Libra. That is always the time of justice, things being brought back into balance, the hysteria, chaos that we've seen in the world being brought back into balance more so at that time, and justice, karma, being served to either the people or just simply the energy in some way. You know, that karma, that justice being served to those beings, or to that energy being demolished in some way. The scales will be demanding to be leveled out at that time. And that'll bring a nice sense of, just a nice sense of ease into the Aries season, especially if we end up getting a little overly passionate, you know, or overly excited, especially with some of the truths that can emerge. So, all right, guys, since no one else is popping on here, I'm going to go ahead then and just call it a night. Thank you to everyone who has joined me, and I hope you found some of this astrological information and psychic, intuitive guidance helpful. And I hope you apply it to your lives in the best sense, and I'm sure you will. You're perfectly capable. So, I will see you very soon on my YouTube in my new videos and content. Take care now.